If you find yourself near Zasho Bay, I hear you can take shelter among the ship wreckage that's washed ashore.
I'll keep that in mind. Are others gathering there?
A few. They're hiding out from the Mongols and trading stories about the Sakai invasion.
The Sakai invasion. I'd like to hear one of these stories.
Need to hunt while I still can.
We've weathered bad times. We'll do it again.
You haven't seen what the Eagle Tribe can do.
And you're too young to remember the samurai invasion, the pain we endured, the people we lost.
Still keeping Bokto 1.
A Ronin against a monk, a launderer, a lamp oil merchant, and some windbag? You surprised? How much do you lose, anyway?
Who are you? Thought I knew every face on Iki.
Just a traveler. Stranded here by the Eagle Tribe.
You're welcome to join us, if you want to hear an old man complain about the past.
We survived one invasion, and we can do it again. Or have you all forgotten how much we suffered at the hands of the samurai?
That was nothing compared to the danger we face now.
Nonsense. You're too young to know anyway. It's past time I remind you all about the dark days of the samurai invasion. About the brutality of Kazumasa Sakai. 15 years ago, our home was invaded by an army of ruthless samurai. Their leader was Kazumasa Sakai, the Butcher of Iki. He rode to battle atop his demonic beast, shielded with armor as black as his master's heart. Luckily, the Butcher made a grave mistake when he came to Iki. He brought his whelp of a son. Our bravest warriors hunted the boy, not to kill, but to tempt his bloodthirsty father. Kazumasa gave chase, then rode into a trap. His armored horse met a grisly end, but the Butcher and his runt son survived, then fled like cowards.
Enough of these lies! That is not what happened.
I lived near Senjo Gorge. I saw it with my own eyes.
So did I.
Who are you?
My name is Jin Sakai. Kazumasa Sakai was my father. He gave his life trying to help this island.
Help! He murdered us!
Your people repaid his help by murdering him.
Is that why you're here? To avenge your father and take my head?
You may be a liar, but you are not my enemy.
Not yet.
Stop this! You're acting like wild dogs!
I came here to help, not for revenge. You mentioned my father's horse armor. After he died, we never recovered it.
We know.
Tell me where it is, and I can use it to ride against the Eagle Tribe.
I would die before I help a samurai.
It's time you leave. Stay out.
He knows something about my father's horse armor, but he'll never tell me. Unless I listen in on him, without being seen.
You're not welcome here.
One more word about noble samurai, and I would have...
Jiro!
I lost 6 family members to the samurai invasion. My sister was still a child. The way they were butchered, we couldn't recover everything to give them a proper burial.
That never should have happened.
What about the rest of your story?
Ah, yes. I was just getting to the good part. Kazumasa fell for our trap and lost his armored horse. As our warriors closed in, the butcher and his boy fled into Senjo Gorge. The samurai limped through the canyon and ran headfirst into an ambush. There was no grand battle. Only a few raiders with dull blades. But that was all it took. One swing to end the life of Kazumasa Sakai. While the samurai slunk home, we recovered the armor from Kazumasa's mount. Over the years, our finest horses wore that armor. Every one of them killed its rider, as if possessed by the butcher's vengeful spirit. So we sold his horse's armor to the Ida merchant family. The cursed armor left our shores aboard the merchant fleet, as a storm descended on our island. The sky roared with the thunder of 1,000 charging samurai, and the raging tempest shattered the Ida ships against our rocky coastline. The ruins of that doomed fleet still choke Zasho Bay, and somewhere in that watery graveyard lies the cursed armor once worn by the horse of Kazumasa Sakai.
My father's horse armor is still lost in Zasho Bay. Armor should be on the merchant's lead ship, marked by the Ida family banner. Was it gold or red?
curse of Kazumasa Sakai is real. Once your horse wears this armor, he will feel your father's terrible bloodlust, and he will kill you.
Banners of either family. My father's horse armor. We'll see if it fits Kage. Suits you well, Kage. Curse or not, you wouldn't throw me, would you, boy? You look just like my father's horse. May this armor protect you in battle. The Eagle Tribe. They found the survivors' camp. Come, Kage.
Samurai.
Impossible! Your horse. Is that...
The horse armor of Kazumasa Sakai, restored to his son, and cursed no more.
After everything I said, you saved us.
There's a new threat on Iki. I saved you from these Mongols because I was raised to help those in need. Raised by Lord Shimura, and the man you call Butcher.
I can't forgive your father. But as for his son, you're more merciful than he ever was. I never thought I would say this, but... thank you, Lord Sakai.
Hello, traveler. I see you're not from these parts. Thought I knew every raider worth a damn on this island. Whose crew are you on?
I prefer to work alone. My name's Jin.
I'm Tsubaki. Make my living in the dye trade for horse armor.
I recovered some horse armor recently, once worn by the Mount of Kazumasa Sakai.
I heard that armor's cursed. If your horse doesn't kill you, maybe we can help each other. Seen any Sakai banners in your travels? The weather's stripped them of color, so now they're as white as death. The people of Iki used them to mark places where the samurai suffered humiliating defeats.
Someone should take them down. Let those old wounds heal, so we can focus on the fight ahead of us.
Nice idea. Might even work. But I'm in it for the cloth. Bring me those banners, and I'll use them to test my new dyes. Might even have some left over for you.
I already have some for you. Here, I found Sakai banners.
I remember seeing those banners when the samurai first arrived. I was with my older brother. Our parents were busy getting ready to help the raiders' defense. They told us to hide inland, but we were bored. So Jubei and I climbed the mountain and I looked out to sea. At first there was nothing. Then, just before sunrise, the samurai ships appeared in the fog. I grabbed my brother's hand. Squeezed it so hard my nails bit into his skin, but he didn't say a word. Funny. I haven't thought about that day in years.
Maybe more banners will stir your memory.
I hope not. Here, I have some dye left over that should suit your horse nicely.
I found some Sakai banners.
What's that smell? Did you drink before you came here?
No. Are you offering?
I don't drink. But my father... This must have been one of the banners he stole when he drank the samurai under the table.
He shared drinks with the invading samurai?
Not by choice. They ransacked our home, looking for raiders in hiding. My father cooled their tempers with enough sake to drown a bear.
I'm sure they were grateful for the show of kindness.
Oh, there was nothing kind about it. Iki sake is stronger than anything they had on Tsushima. Those samurai were too sick to fight for the next 3 days.
Your father was a smart man.
Yes, he was. Here's some extra dye I made. A fine color for your steed.
I recovered the Sakai banners.
My brother used to gather these banners after battle. Hirata would run messages through the forest, helping the raiders coordinate. I thought he was so brave, and I wanted to help. When my mother wouldn't let me help, I took some of Jubei's clothes, cut my hair, and pretended I was a boy.
Determined. You would have made a fine warrior.
Too bad my career only lasted a few hours. My father caught me and took me to the temple. The monks put me to work, washing bloody clothes, tending bandages.
Perhaps that's where you began your path of dye making.
Maybe. I prepared more dye than I need. Take it for your horse.
I found some Sakai banners for your work.
There's blood on this banner. Faint, but still there. Like the battlefield of Mount Take-no-Tsuji.
A violent skirmish. So I heard.
My father and brother fought there. When they didn't return, I went looking for them. The clouds hung low over the mountain that morning. I searched through the fog, barely able to see the bloody rocks under my feet. I found my brother and father near the peak. They must have been trying to help each other when they were cut down. I wiped the mud from my brother's eyes. And then I heard it. A dying samurai just a few steps away. I went to him, trembling with rage. I wanted to kill him for everything he'd done to ruin my life. Then I saw he was just a young man, scared and far from home, trying not to cry. held his hand until he passed.
I'm sorry you endured that.
Almost forgot I had.
I found some Sakai banners for your work.
It looks like you found all the banners. I'm sorry to bore you with my memories.
You should know. I am Jin Sakai.
The butcher's son? You? All the Sakai banners. You could have restored them to their former glory.
They're not mine anymore. Once you dye them, they will be Ikki's banners. A new symbol for this island's future.
Something to make our home feel like less of a graveyard. Not a bad idea. For a samurai.
I barely believed it myself. The Mongol invaders would have slaughtered everyone at this camp. But we had an unlikely ally. Lord Jin Sakai, a warrior general looking to rewrite his father's legacy. His charge broke the Mongols and saved our lives.
What about the other samurai? Do you forgive them?
Samurai are just men. And like all men, some are cruel, others are kind. The butcher's son earned my thanks. But no, I cannot forgive the samurai.